We provided a place for scouts to escape the hecticness and craziness of normal life.
So I'm glad I'm still a guide at base camp this summer because I love working with children. It's fun to see them grow throughout the week. So I had two kids who were a little bit of trouble children at the start, but then they ended up becoming really close friends. And on the second day, they already decided that they were going to exchange their parents' contact info and be friends after camp. I thought that was great that they were able to establish that connection originally here.
This summer we proved that as a staff we can still run quality program under any circumstance and go above and beyond expectations.
Well, camp this year is very different, with the social distancing, with sanitizing, but I think it's especially important this year to bring kids out, make sure they're still learning Scout values, as well as strengthening friendships with each other, new people, with the staff members and the whole community.
Hi, my name is Blue and I work at Kiwanis Scout Camp. This summer I developed stronger leadership skills.
I noticed some scouts have like an alter ego when they wear a mask, whereas when they don't wear a mask and they like do a different voice, and it's funny. Like, for example, it would be the STEM rotation. We're kind of teaching scouts more about the real world, and we're not sugarcoating the world at all. Because we're in the midst of something serious, so we're kind of teaching them more about like antibody tests and stuff like that. And I've seen Pizza do that. So in that way, our impact is greater. And because we're teaching these like safety protocols and how to be safe during a rough time like this, I feel like our impact is inherently greater.
It's really cool to see how how we form a new connection with all of the scouts that we have in our areas. And it's really cool to see them grow and to see them do new stuff that they never got to do at camp before.
Even when they're with all their buddies in their merit badges, they're able to come together and engage more and get more out of their merit badges than they would in a normal year when they're in classes of 30 or like 35 scouts compared to the 10. And they've had more time, they get to engage, they get some more out of it. And I think it means a little bit more this year too, just because they've spent so much time cooped up at home, so that now they get to be outside in nature and enjoying what they love.
I mean, I think this has been a really interesting and awesome year to be at camp. I know there was a time period where we all thought it wasn't going to be able to happen, so I know everyone's super excited that we got to run this year. And I've had a bunch of adult leaders, especially this past week, just come up to me and say, like, thank you so much for being open. Like, I can see the change in the scouts when they get to camp. They're so much happier and they're like engaging with their friends more. I think it's awesome that we got to give them that opportunity this year to show them that scouting can still happen, life can still happen, hanging out with their friends can still happen, even if we have to do it a little bit differently this year.